Hello lurkers, and hello you archaeologists, welcome to the proximity. I'm having a pathologic free adventure. I accidentally put it on day 12, which is kind of annoying, and then I deleted the episode that I was streaming. I was faffing around for 15 minutes. I decided, no, whatever I'm going to do a little faster than that. We are trying to save the children. So the last time, the bit that you missed is me walking around looking for a statue and then realizing maybe I was supposed to do this first. We are, of course, looking for a miracle. Only a miracle will save the situation. So, I went on the internet. I went to the old Reddit. The old Reddit I went on to. And I asked there, I was like, hey, here's all the things I've done. Here's all the things I was like planning on doing. Do you want to give me a nudge? And as it was Reddit, I got 4 different answers. Somebody suggested maybe I should do all those doctoring stuff, you know. Maybe that's a thing you do want to do. Hey, maybe that's a thing, and it's okay, yeah, okay, I'll do that. But like, that doesn't seem like the thing I'm missing for the ending I want. But sure, that's a thing I have to do. I get it. But it seemed like the thing I was missing for the actual ending is that I need to find the Nina statue, because there's the person I really want to talk to is Khan, right? And Nina is his mother? And there was a statue of her, which I remember. But I couldn't figure out how to actually get that plot going. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to attempt to do. I did attempt that a second ago, and I couldn't find the statue. I can't remember what the other suggestions were. We'll try there again. I say again. I deleted the video. I just got grumpy and I was like, I don't want to keep that in. But also not super keen on quest lines that require you to randomly walk to a place and go, oh, there you go. My issue with this, like, I'm two minds of it. I like that the game gets more difficult right at the very end when you actually want stuff to happen. There we go. Yeah. That's it, right? Is it? No, that's just a garden feature. I don't know what I was looking at there. Where the fuck is the Nina statue? Yeah, I like that it becomes cruel at the end. That's funny, you know, that's very pathologic. But I don't like that it falls not just on like bad point and click logic, but like obtuse in a way, because like I can't tell if the game is bugged or if I failed at something or if I've missed something. It's really difficult to keep, like, especially if I've missed something on day 4. There's nothing saying, oh, day 4 you've missed the quest. I have to look through sheets and sheets of these. And like, these are really fun for when you're starting out doing quest lines, but not for when you're trying to find all the dangling threads. I went to the train place. I can't. I don't want to just Google where the fuck is Nina's statue, because I feel like it's in loads of places. Oh, there we go. We're saved. She's returned. Returned to us. She didn't leave us to die. So that means the end of the plague. You saw Nina Kane, huh? We did. Everyone's seen her today. Everyone but me, apparently. You're queer, aren't you? How could you possibly miss Nina? She's 20 feet tall, no less. When she sets foot to the ground, it thunders so loud that the windows break. Seems quiet now. Okay, pure spirit. Okay. In the middle of town lie the fragments of a statue, as if Kena was burdened by a physical shell and shed it. Okay, but I don't actually know how to carry on that plot line. Do I go to all the sites? Maybe I go to the polyhedron now?
Vision. Their answer is in mirrors.
No. Okay, so I'm skipping. I want to talk to Khan. I don't like that because that sounds like it's fucked. I'm told it's the middle of town. I would argue is there.
this noise?
Oh.
Не убивай. Опачки. Только не убивай. Доктор, ты что ли? Не так быстро, брат. Не убивай. Брат, не так быстро. Не заряжен. Стоять! Вас вешали.
I'll load my game, but
winter comes soon. I hope.
okay. I don't know where the middle of town is. Sorry, I was looking offline to see if I can like find where to go without being directly told. And one thing I did learn just then was stained glass tells you a secret. For fuck's sake, John. This is actually why I'm gonna go there. It's fine. It doesn't really make any difference. I got grumpy with myself, and that's why I deleted it, because I got really whiny, and I was like, well, I don't want people to see me really whiny. Yeah, so we'll just go there. I'm just trying to figure out how you naturally find out about Nina, right? And to be fair, on this day, you do naturally walk into a conversation about Nina in loads of places. But I just don't know what the follow-up is. But I think she's just walking around town somewhere. But apparently there was a thing on day 9 where you could see her. When you, like, she was close by when you were delivering the ring, and I completely missed that. And, in some ways, I sort of like that you can organically miss stuff, and in other ways, I hate it, because it's like, I'm trying to do a thing, and everyone's just like, oh, did you do this? And it's like, well, I didn't fucking see that option. It's like where, I don't know if I've said this or not on stream, because I deleted a bit. I had stained glass, I don't know where it's gone, maybe I sold it all. Not realising it served a purpose. Because the game never fucking told me. Like, I guess if you read the supporter pack, it tells you that it gives you stained glass, and then you're supposed to know. But I don't know if that's what I actually need for this quest, or for quests on a different day, or what. Because if that was important for doing quests, I really would have liked to have known immediately, so I could just, like, incorporate that into my decision-making process. Maybe I'm just being really impatient, that's the thing, I don't know.
Forgot that there's so much.
You just gotta walk around a few paces and you'll see her. To be fair to the game, curiosity should have stated that I might. Something's happening here. That I might, you know, just be curious enough to look at what it does. I saw it myself. She passed by, sprouts crawled out of the record, music became flowers. She's here, friends, we're saved. I do feel a little sorry for the record. My father bought it from Nizhny. It had romances on it, piercing ones, the kind that break your heart. Is this really what I had to do? Don't mourn it, it's your best romance. The rustle of stern stems grown through a dead thing, all from her life-giving step. Her bride. Who stepped? Who walked through here? Who else makes the lifeless live? Think with your head. Nina Kana. Nina Kana, your deceased ruler. A common motif. Times of grief and ritual. An ancient hero returns. I'm telling you, I saw it with my own eyes. Wild Nina walked past. Who else do you think could turn music into nature? Only Nina. And where is she? Look with your own eyes. He was just here. Went around the corner by the shed, and every window in the shed got blown out. No, you're mixing it up. She went to the playground. The children were singing songs, and twire started growing right out of their mouths. Fascinating to watch a myth being made, and how its authors immediately prove unable to agree on the details. Are you blind? 6 meter Nina isn't something you pass by. How did you manage not to see her? 6 meters? Are you claiming a literal monument is walking around town? She was a monument unto herself, even in life, so she came back as a monument. Nothing strange about it. Indeed, nothing at all. Where did Nina go? In all 4 directions, testimonies differ. Everyone points somewhere different.
Too high-strung.
Okay, so he's just going to all the sides. Doctor, thank God you're here. Help! I swear I just saw a monument go walking down the street. I still don't understand where the stones are coming from. But is the monument crumbled up into pieces as it moves? Well, see, she's shaking death off herself. Those stones are the crust of the earth, of death. survived studying death. Evidently, I ought to have studied stones. I don't care about the alarm bell. No, it won't be the graveyard, because the graveyard's where the rat is. Okay. Well, now I know how to use the shard of glass. Why did I... Okay, yeah, I really wish I knew about the shards. Because you know what I'm going to do now? I'm just going to keep using that same shard again and again and again.
As if things are...
Man proposes. What the fuck is that? We can make progress now. The square. I was on the map.
Misophonia, Dankovsky. Song. Oh, hello. It's the Rat Prophet, a thing from the dark. Actually, just the dwarf in a mask. Surely another joke by Mark Immortal. What is it, human? You've never heard bone music? What do you mean bone music? Look at the rat. This is the cute rat. Humans can be useful too, a little. But they can. For example, your bones make the finest flutes. Hear the music? Those sounds can only be drawn from human bone. Flute made out of bone. Where did you get the bone for it?
From the ground, of course. Where else would we take it from? The earth is ancient, full of bones. Hear the tune? It's a weeping music, crying over children imprisoned in an enormous tower. That explains it. I thought those strains were painfully familiar. Well, you're the evil changeling, obviously. He's a doctor man. His ears are full of science and nothing more. Soon the soldiers will march to the polyhedron, and there will be blood. And Dr. Man knows it, but he doesn't know what to do, so he wanders the town like a tourist, indulging himself. I don't want to get the children out this way. I want to get them out via Nina. What are you two doing together in the middle of a plague district? Enjoying life, watching the coming tragedy from a respectful distance, of course. To hear the cursed tower, how the cursed tower creaks, how frightfully. Children don't belong in it. Creaking is an echo of coming disaster. I know it's no place for children, but they won't leave. I can lead them out. I'll lead every child out to a safe place. Only need to choose the right melody. But for that melody, I need a special flute. Find me a child's bone, a shin bone. And this is important. It must be the bone of a child who died a terrible death. You've lost your mind, Prophet. What do you mean a terrible death? Tortured, tormented, starved to death. Have you not heard the parable of the boy who was dismembered and thrown into the woods? His shin bones sang his murderers' names on the wind. That's the kind of bone I need. Such bones make the finest flutes. Where exactly am I supposed to find a bone like that? The earth is ancient, full of corpses and bones. Even the bones of boys who suffered. Find one and bring it here, and I'll save every child from the tower. I'll play for them, and they will follow me. One won't be enough, though. Can't lead them all out with a flute. The tower, there will be children so deep in reflections in other worlds, they may not hear it. Bring me hooks, Dr. Man, and I'll be able to snag them. I'll pull them out, and get every last child out from the reflections. Don't go to the cemetery, there are bones there too. But you need different bones, and a different place for the dead, a special place. The bodies are not buried, but hidden. Finest children's bones are hidden amid huge iron bodies. Fine, I'll begin with the cemetery and find out why you tell me not to go there. I'll be waiting right here, physician, on this very spot, the most plague-ridden quarter. Without us, the most terrible plague would have spilled everywhere. Honestly, this sounds like a preparation for a very ugly ritual. The train graveyard. Okay, so that's a quest line. Cool. Clara and the Rat Prophet would offer me help in an important matter. I believe I'm unlikely to manage without them. The underside. Kind participation. Cool though. So presumably we could have told him about this Clara. Where are we right now? Oh. I went there though. we're going to have to go back to day 2 and use the glass shards then. For anyone getting here, I did a Google because I was stuck. And then I stumbled upon information about a random item in the game. And it's like, oh yeah, I found Nina because I used the glass shards. And I was like, what do you mean you used the glass? I didn't say anything to anyone. I just thought this in my head. What do you mean the glass shards? And yeah, the glass shards tell you missions locations, like ones you may not know about. And I'm like, I fucking wish I knew that shit. And the only hint I know exists to tell you that is that if you buy the supporter pack, you get glass shards of it.
Вот не стреляй! Да тварь ты! Гля, лепила.
If only I could live a year longer. A whole, endless year.
Yeah, fair enough. That is, any conversation is an event, isn't it? Oh god, there must be so many fucking secrets in this game. I'm gonna be playing this forever. I mean, it's kind of clever because, like, I've been watching footage of the first game, and the person playing it is having to visit every main character's house every day. But there's time to do that, and in this game there isn't, because the timer works differently or something. So something's happening here, next to the long place. Okay. I won't lie, this has actually perked up my interest in this game, because now I just have like a through line. I like playing the game for the storyline. I don't like playing the game when you just have to wander and go, oh, fucking do. I guess I'll just look around for things. Because I tried that, and I never thought to go to that fucking house right there. That house that doesn't have like dark, there's no reason to ever visit that house ever. Yeah, I never thought to go, somewhat strangely enough, I never thought to go to that particular house. Yeah, fuck off you. Fuck off. But, I guess you can't threaten somebody's back. But yes, because I'm low on resources, I have to be really careful with them this stage. I'm having to use the shard, go, oh yeah, I see the thing on the map, and then immediately load the previous game, so I still have the shard to use for the next one. But like, I don't know, I was expecting like it to lead me to the Nina quest, which it did, but now I don't know where the rest of the Nina quest is. So I'm just rolling the dice, hoping it would give it, in hopes it would give it to me, not realizing, one, it would point me to a rat quest, which I don't know, because the rat's there as well. I've met him. But I'm assuming there's two Claras, there's probably two rats. Also, I am kind of cowardly and sort of assumed there wouldn't be content that I had to go into the districts for, and that was just done with me, obviously. Why the fuck would you ever go to this house? Whose house is this? Who are you? You earn your bread by weaving, I take it. I'm in need of hooks. Oh, but I don't want to do that quest. Do you have any? Yes, take them. Take them all. I don't need anything anymore. Thank you. I dare not keep you any longer. Well, I found hooks! Does the game know I'm being led around by? So fuck your window.
Ones don't lie.
How are you supposed to find this place without the glass shards? Or does the game expect you to be using them by now? That would explain why it was just so difficult to find what to do to end the game. Okay, because I know the train graveyard is where you get the bones, so that's not what I want. It wants me to go there. Okay, gotta live my game. I'll keep the hooks. I might want to do that stuff, I just want to do it later. Okay, not going that way. Gonna need a bin pretty soon. Lest the apathy get the better of me. Wanted me to go here. Oh, that's the Notkin house, whatever the fuck it's called.
It was quiet in Thanatica.
Is that like a permanently changed line then? Oh, pooped.
The town dribbles.
go there. Here's the issue. We'll press... Where's my mouse? Mouse! Mouse! There it is. So I'm trying to find Nina, and I was like, okay, glass shard is giving me locations. I'll go to those locations. Pretty good idea so far. But unfortunately, the glass shards have led me to somewhere I can't go. Yeah, I didn't think it'd put me all the way back here, but whatever. There's a house called the New Nutshell. I thought it was called Nutshell too, but whatever.
Misophonia, Denkovsky.
Maybe just walking up to it's close enough. But I can't get into there, can I? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I lost the bins. So yeah, sorry, as I was trying to say, the glass shard has led me to the Nutshell 2. Nutshell 1 is somewhere completely different, making things kind of annoying to figure out, but whatever. But if I Google Nutshell, I get my videos. I'm the only person to name drop Nutshell. Which is pretty good for my SEO, not good for figuring out puzzles.
Boiling, crackling, screeching.
Well, there's something anyway.
Be quiet, you lot.
I don't understand why it saves sometimes and why it doesn't other times.
Boiling, cracking, screeching. Living.
I was hoping you could actually go in here.
They claim it's healthy, but the taste is unbearable.
You're alive. I thought I heard your voice. Is it the dead man's voice? Seven departments and different wings of the Institute announced my sudden demise. I appeared at every one of them to put an end to the foolish rumours. And you might have listened to smart people. Yes, yes. Why are you here? Do you want to dig up an innocent dead man and burn him? Have you heard anything about the rat prophet? I know him, yes. Where his ratty little paw touches, there's trouble. He feeds on dreams of the living, screams of the dead. He silenced my dead. It got easier. But worse, was it him who asked you for the bone? Yes. I won't say what for. Seek no bones here. Here is their place. To lay a hand on them is worse than robbing the poor. If you want a bone, go to the albinos. They're like magpies, pulling everything into their own nest. Even the bones of those who died in solitude, or at least someone else's hand. Those not brought to me. Albinos? Few have seen them, but here, near the Raggy Barra, they dance on the moonlit nights. They say earth moulds them from straw and damp. I don't see any Barra on my map. They said they built their nest near the great train graveyard. I never went there. I'm frightened. What are you afraid of? Trains have iron, hollow souls, big ones. Yeah, that was said at the start of the game. Full of flame and ash. I'm afraid to listen to the hum. The hum is like terrible moans. And there are many at once. It hurts. I hope I meet a trained shadow there. Cool, I believe that would have saved. Because I had a conversation. Blown collapses, the arches help me give it by prayers. Are they bored of life? That's a shame. Maybe if I go to the other side of the map, it'll point me somewhere different. "12-foot woman walking around and only I can't fucking see her." Yeah, I'll go all the way up there. it just points there. I have to assume... Because there were... I just did 3 Nina quests, and then it just stopped. And I don't understand why it just stopped. Maybe I can talk to the children now? Oh, it's put me there. I don't understand why it saves me in different places. Sometimes it just doesn't save me. Everywhere and nowhere. Day 11. I'll look up that. Okay, I found the where I found out about the glass shards. It's actually recommended in this quest because somebody just said, hey, use the glass shards. And I'm trying to figure out whether it's bugged or not, because the last time I read it's bugged, it wasn't bugged. It's just that like the quest lines are really obtuse sometimes. I'm gonna go to Mr. Martin's pub. Actually, I might as well check inside.
Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant. Never alone. Thing.
So I'm looking at a map, and it says there's a Nina here. Not there. Maybe it's because I talked to the rat and I wasn't supposed to. You know what? I was looking at the wrong symbol. two places. No, I know what it's pointing at. It's pointing over here that I already saw, I think. It's pointing over here. Double check this one though. So you pick it up here. I mean, I started other quests as well. Marrow. Marrow, warehouses. Is the flank. I'll try the flank. But yeah, I believe you're supposed to get icons pointing to those places. But it might be that I went to the right place and then walked past Nina, not realising that that was the person I was supposed to speak to. Yeah, so this is one of the groups. So it also might be that I just didn't listen to them properly and I could have done better at what? You know, like listening to their commands. Maybe starting the rat quest like cancels the Nina quest. I tell you what, I suppose there's no harm in actually just starting the day again. I want the shard still. Well, I can't start the day again because I've taken too long. I mean, I can just reset the day, but do I already have? As long as I have the glass shard with me, I suppose it's fine.
The town can be cleansed. I know. The tower will have to be toppled. That's how we'll extract healing moisture.
Okay, so I get to keep that quest. That's nice. Do I still have the glass shard? I have to get out of the house as quickly as possible though, because I'm growing apathetic. Also in the game as well. Why did you take a slow route, John?
Can't think like that. I could use some quiet.
Yeah, that symbol is supposed to be on the map. Oh, now it is. Ah! Cool. Oh, it was a bug then. Yeah, sorry, it's really difficult to tell whether if this game is bugged or if it's just the game being obtuse. And this time it was actually a bug. I mean, I did actually speak to those three groups, but I'm sure I'm assuming... Do I have the hook still? Well, I know how to get the hook. I mean, it might not be a bug. It could be that it's a quest that requires you to start the day again.
Misophonia, Dankowski.
She needs slow chases. A monument walks along. Tracks proof gone. Only stone spills out. Shards of rock. How's that impossible? Don't know. I'm curious myself. Curious if you're so brave. She left here. She's hardly gone far. My breath seized up. I can't get it back. Thank you. If only someone would tell me which way instead they just cluck and cluck about being scared. Go. Don't know, it's near a cane. Sometimes it feels like people in this town don't even know how to point the direction with a finger. Where did she go? Fuck are you? I've never seen you before. Yeah, and the symbol's still there. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. I don't think those NPCs were there either. Okay, that one's disappeared. Okay, I was hoping it wouldn't take quite this long, but there's going to be a lot of me. I'm going to have to like cut a lot out of this episode because it's me looking off screen trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. This one's weird because it doesn't even have a group that it points to.
You're too high-strung.
I believe there's also a part of this quest on day 9, but I don't know if it's required. It might be. As far as I can tell, there were no comprehensive guides on the internet. I mean, I found a guide. It just didn't. It didn't help because it was just like, yeah, go to the 3 icons. It's like, cool, they're not there.
Keep quiet in the library.
Okay, I'm hoping that means he's definitely there. Or she's definitely there, sorry. Got a half day tomorrow. Should be nice. Still have to get up early. But I can leave after 3.5 hours, and I do like that. It's close to April. I've managed to stretch out my holidays. Far from here, so I've just got to like look at other places. I don't mind doing that if that's actually what I'm supposed to do. shit out of me. Man proposes. Yeah, I suppose I could just exhaust all the dialogue. It's like I'm playing hot cold. I felt that's far away.
As if things are animated. This is a weird quest. It was quiet in Town-on-Gorkho.
There are a load of designs I've just not seen before. They must have added them in a patch. What could I have possibly missed? I mean, she might actually be in one of the other districts. I just assumed it was this one because this is the one that still has the icon on.
Never alone. Things everywhere.
Should have noted where those two kids were.
Tired of this noise.
I'm gonna try the other district. I've been extremely thorough. Double check the park. I'm gonna go back down to the warehouses. If anyone's still watching this in the future, in the YouTubes, I've been at this for officially 2 hours now. I'm having to cut out lots of footage of me looking off screen. But I believe the person I'm looking for is in one of the 3 districts. It seems to be working now, so I'm more willing to just investigate a place even if it doesn't have an icon. But maybe I shouldn't be doing it. Maybe I should just go to the one place with the icon, and or maybe just look up the places they might be, you know?
Boiling, cracking, screeching, living.
Maybe the glass shard will be useful now. That's the hook. So it seems like nobody in that district talks to me anymore. Which makes it feel like he's in the middle district. I just can't see him. Okay, as far as I can tell, there's nowhere on the internet that actually says where they'll be sitting. Which would have been lovely, because then I could have just gone there and checked. But 'Twas not to be. Oh, hang on. There's somebody I've not spoken to. So not far. Fucking there you are. Christ, it took me fucking
Whoever
ages.
walks in Simon's footsteps shall have their feet cut.
Fucking Nina, you dickhead. It took me so long to find you. You meet my gaze with such boldness, human. Not afraid you'll be struck blind. Even so, you've earned a measure of respect. It's been a long time since I found someone who wouldn't look away. Who are you, and what feeds your audacity? I was told a monument to your wife is walking around the district. Turns out you're here as well. I was gone a long time. The town has changed. People in the streets, dust on the houses. Everything's different. Have they really forgotten me so quickly? So few years have passed. You were gone for about 3 days, Victor. Appears my family was handled disgracefully in my absence. Victor has been expelled from his own body. Absurd. Since my departure, the town has completely lost its respect and its fear of the Kanes. You're not Victor, you're Nina Kana. Simon believed focus could become a refuge for the soul. Ooh. A chance to overcome death. I believe the boundary between the dead and the living can only be broken by a force of will. I'll leave will out of this. He took possession of Victor's body, and what becomes of him? His soul? His identity? Victor cannot return to the living world. I mourn it beyond what any human frame can bear, but the punishment is final. Once cast out, you do not come back, so I had to step into his place. My sister tried to bar my return yesterday. At the last moment she faltered. Your hot sister, yes. Don't worry about what? Then it was your sister that led Victor to the stairway to heaven. Why did she back down? Okay, I don't know. She lost her nerve. Or else she altered her design. To shove kin from her stairway, one must first crush something within. Cross over it. Perhaps she couldn't. It was always weaker than she pretended. Why did you return? I returned because I can. What else did you expect to hear? Heard about your temperament. Seems rumour didn't exaggerate. Besides, my family had almost been wiped from the living world. Simon did what Simon does. There was never any hope for Georgie. He talks too much and does too little. My daughter is drowning in doubt. My son is in danger. My trampled husband can no longer protect them. I had to break my way back into life. Nina, I study death. I'd very much like to ask you in detail what you did. Put your sentiment away for later. Answer me. I feel the mirror tower is about to entomb my son, yet I can miss particulars. My viewpoint has grown too broad. Lend me a living human's perspective. Polyhedron really has tilted lately. It seems it's barely holding on. Someone made a mistake when he let the children inside. There are too many of them. The structure won't hold. Simon's project, his very soul, risks becoming a grave for 100 children, including my son. Can you lead the children out the polyhedron? Caspar is their leader. I can persuade him to abandon the tower, and he will persuade the others. Please do it. The children must be saved. Yeah! I'll show them another place, the train graveyard. There's power there too, and the chime of wonders, reality there too, twitches under a film of haze, but in a different manner. I'll be better off there than in the cursed glass tower. When the tower falls, it won't touch them. Thank you, Nina. But what about the Polyhedron itself? It's dangerous, isn't it? Polyhedron is Simon's cruel toy, so he believed the tower would preserve the soul and overcome death. There's only one small omission, a mere trifle. The tower will bring death to everyone who stands near it. There is a price of any utopia, any miracle. What are you implying? Did Simon know that this would end in disaster? Poor naive child. You still don't understand. Everything always ends in catastrophe. Miracle and misfortune are two sides of the same coin. There has to be a way to save both the town and the Polyhedron. There has to be another way. I no longer need the rat's help. No rat. Nina is Kane's mother, the leader of the Dogheads. Perhaps the children will listen to her and leave the tower. I'm going to promise to evacuate the children from the Polyhedron. Nature abhors vacuum. Nina's spirit filled her husband's body. Now they're together until the end of days. Okay. We're going to have to get as manic as possible and sprint to the top of the tower, it seems like.
Every creak, like a gunshot.
A Jonathan.
The town dribbles.
No! Not a good idea to die. I was like, I better catch myself, because that'll cost me amalgam. It's funny that you can fall off. Damn it. Why didn't it save? Okay, be a bit more careful, John.
I'd rather not hear this. Forgot that there's so much of the world.
Damn it, I just want a square. No. Tell you what, you can have that. You can just have it. It's fine. Okay, cool. There's no reason for me to come here. That makes sense. There's no magic. Cool. Let's try and end the game. Don't know why I went to the main menu twice. If I can get a good ending, I can sort of be happy with taking this off the list and then like putting it in the forever list and like slowly finishing the rest of it. Like getting the other endings at my own pace. Although I will say the... Oh fuck, I actually do want the glass shards though. Because they'll be really useful for instance... if there's a like a nut house again, you know? Well, I'd really love to just be able to like split this into, take two away. For some reason I can't. I was like, I would love to like just... Whatever. You got two extra. Save, please. Okay. Okay, it's gonna point at, yeah, the hook and the nut house, which I should have considered, but it can do more than one. It's interesting to know. So if I pick up, I don't need the hook, but I can. It is 1 AM. So I'm just sort of eager to the end the game, to be honest.
vibrant. Everything's so vibrant. This is it.
Okay, I can't bother to do that again, so I'm just gonna... Probably enough, to be honest. Capital Friend, I don't know how things work in your faraway kingdom, but here we don't squander patient rations on army mugs. Though you're not a local, so your mistakes are forgivable, good to have friends. 100 united marmots can gnaw down one bull. I covered up your blunder, sleep soundly. Patient rations will go where they should. Army ones too, I'll see to it. Huh. Wish me luck. Many of my decisions in the past, my successes and failures, my knowledge and ignorance, all can affect the outcome. Bly invites me to the cathedral to observe how the will of the law is executed and order is restored. I can only watch. Oh, it's today that the cemetery has. That's interesting. Well, I have to go do that, don't I?
Was it not the last Udorg?
Okay, I'm assuming to you. Vlad the Younger. Have you seen Father? Vlad knows he broke his heart. Tell Father that Vlad's death is not his fault. They were different father and son, even though they carried the same name. There was only one thing the son regrets now, and then he never got to speak with his father. Okay, so last time they were together, yeah. Stopped them from speaking. After learning of his son's death, Big Vlad named Capella his heir the very next day. That's right, she's strong, she's stubborn, you can't bend her. If anyone can spot build a utopia, it's her. don't think she'll be building a utopia. She's following in her father's footsteps. Yeah, that's all I needed to know. I've done the other ones. So it'll be bad grief because he died this time. Not that that made any difference. Or did he die? Did I undo that? No, I've got no way to undo it because I've got no way. Don't have the money yet. That'll be Capella, of course. And the other one will be Nino on the boat. Or Casper. Yeah, it'll be Casper. Who presumably died last time.
Put my trust in Paw, Claw, and Whisker, not you, Drifter.
So you, Doctor, don't stick your nose in the warehouse. It's real blaze there right now, but we're winning. Okay. Okay, now I know this. Ah, there's Casper.
I used to wander at dusk, only to be found somewhere new at dawn.
Yes, I acknowledge your merits as ruler of children, Casper, but the adult world needs more than bravado and fairy tales to recognise you. If you don't want adult world to drain you dry, you have to change, learn its ways.
A fireback's for a heart, they say. But in truth, what you need is a compass.
Yes, and when did you manage to change, Capella? Used to be colourful and fragile, like that stained glass window in the cathedral. Still remember that I was the one who shattered it. It was better if you call me Victoria instead. Dr. Dankovsky's greetings. Glad you came. Should be among the first to know. Victoria and I are to get married. The Kanes and the old Gimskis will become one family. Are you sure this is the right time? For the future, the Polyhedron, the Bull Enterprise, those just monstrous utopian engines, factories that routinely ground people into ideas. We build a world where our human bones are not crushed for the sake of lofty words. It's a pity Vlad the Younger isn't here. He would have been proud of you. Families have been pulling the city in opposite directions for years. This has to end. Blood and enmity rule wherever people are divided by ideas, by surnames. To break the cycle of blood, we must become one family. What about love? This is love, isn't it? When you sacrifice something for the sake of others, that is love. Will you come to our wedding? Of course I will.
What has that blockhead found in the well?
I can't remember if I read that or not. I probably should have read that out loud as well. Where's my glass shards? Give me my glass shards back. I need those. I can't be bothered to go up the polyhedron again. And honestly, that seems like pursuing a different ending anyway.
I'd rather not hear this.
Hela is so cute. It would be charming to sing a canon with her.
Very much in love with you, didn't you know? Recent days my Esther was wearing my chest blazing flag. You did nothing. You stepped into the boat. You've shattered your icy armor, drawn the strings of passion out of you, but you won't step in, alas. Oh well, I'll find myself another companion. Good luck. Now, I remember that being a plot point of the last game.
It's a disgrace to be illiterate. One must learn to read the signs of fate.
Yeah, they're not the people I'm seeking. It's you. Soaring Shadow, the truth is, they would have failed without me. They'd bury the children underneath the shards of the mirror tower. A glimpse of me solved all their problems. Now they need to grow up, the children and the rest. You glimmered like a comet in the night sky, like it was before, like it must always be. And Victor felt you. It was perhaps the only thing he could truly feel. Be grateful for you for saving your son if he knew. Why is Victor's body on the boat? They want to bury him on the other side, the first grave of the new town. I believe belongs to the one who paid for the failure of the old miracles. The Inquisitor's punishment had banished his spirit, weakened his body. Couldn't stay with him for too long. The heart could not withstand my flame. But for these few days he was happy. The first grave on the other side of the river will be a place of light and peace. Farewell, Nina and Victor. Thank you for helping me remove the children from the tower.
I've been to the Inside Out house. A curious
Plans are
installation.
worthless, but planning is priceless.
Makes sense. Do you plan to shoot a cannon at the miracle? Affirmative. Beg you, let's do without barbarism. You don't even understand what you're dealing with, how unique the polyhedron is. Bringing it down, it's like burning the Library of Alexandria. No Library of Alexandria is worth the life of an entire town. I'd hoped that in the end you and I would end up on the same side, Dankovsky, but alas, as for you, General, I remind you that the Inquisition's official representative of the town is me. I cannot make decisions of this magnitude without my approval. Yes, you were appointed officially, however, by the fate of the two Inquisitors in this town, and by fate there were two, and Inquisitor Lilich provided me with an extremely convincing evidence that by demolishing the polyhedron will save the town. I trust the results of her investigation.
There is an immutable and rational order that fate itself has composed. All things run their inevitable courses, down the topology of the universe, toward the mass of this black gravity.
Yes, hello, Aglaya. Thank you, and as a marginal note, the results of my investigation will not only help save the town, which is, of course, the highest priority. They will also help us survive any future attacks, win the tribunal, etc. Kaminsky, colleague, as a professional, what do you say about my evidentiary base? As a professional, I concede it's brilliant. Calculations, blueprints, maps, testimony from those involved, and archives of the first outbreak, excursions into Bull Enterprise production process, and Kin's sacrificial practices. My applause, Lilich. My applause. I am prepared to confirm that Inquisitor Lilich is right. The polyhedron is killing this town. I, however, have evidence of the polyhedron's uniqueness and therefore its strategic value. I have authority to declare it an object under state protection. You know perfectly well, Kaminsky, which amendment I will cite in response. Proving danger to the public overrides strategic value. Towers claimed thousands of lives. Though your voice isn't advisory, Dankovsky, I'm glad you agree with my conclusions. I'll admit, the situation is complicated. I didn't expect to find myself between two Inquisitors. I'm obliged to obey each of you, though Kaminsky's official status carries greater weight. However, I have another directive received before I was dispatched to this town: prevent the plague from spreading further across the country, and Lilich's decision aligns with that directive. General, surely
You're not a barbarian. The tower contains answers, secrets our minds aren't capable of grasping. Destroy it, and you'll deprive all of humanity forever of the possibilities it might have granted. Trying to prick my pride. Yes, in this dilemma, I'll look like a blunt soldier, incapable of comprehending the grandeur of existence's mysteries. Perhaps that's how posterity will remember me. So be it. The main thing is to finish off the plague, save lives. History is written by the victors and the Canes. If Inquisitor Lilich is right, and demolishing the Polyhedron stops the plague, posterity will understand it, and they won't forget. General, choose. Don't press him, Lilich. General's already chosen. A couple minutes delay in your triumph won't change anything. General, I want to be present for the salvo fired at eternity. As you wish, Inquisitor Kaminsky. Inquisitor Lilich, I will comply with your order. The Polyhedron will be destroyed, demolished. Mala Galena Malum Ovum. Aklaya, my beloved. I suppose it's her that's the Dankovsky's version of Aglaya. I mean, I wouldn't touch her if I were you, but okay. Yeah, I'm really interested in seeing the endings to Pathologic 2. At the time, I thought there were only 2 and I could flip between them, but it seems there are more, and just when I finished the game, they hadn't been discovered yet. So I'm really curious about them. I might want to look them all up. I definitely missed a lot as well. I just played really poorly.
If only problems would resolve themselves,
My dear bachelor, why this is slander and outright calumny. You were slandered, and your actions, if not impeccable, were at the very least commendable given the circumstances. You stopped the march of death. Little, my assistant and I discovered the plague's Achilles' heel. It can be grasped now. Mortal man proved to be nothing but fiction. Still, I won't reproach you further for pursuing it. What matters is that at the decisive moment you cast aside castles in the air, remembered your calling. I'm not convinced Simon was a fiction. More likely I failed to find something, but it doesn't matter now. Your acquaintance with the Sand Plague has made you an expert in virulent infections, one without equal. The Commission believes that, under your leadership, Thanatica could achieve a true breakthrough in epidemiology. We managed to learn a great deal about the plague, and thanks to that we can devise a vaccine that stops such diseases. Universal vaccine for various forms of the plague. Yes, that sounds like a challenge worthy of Bachelor Dankovsky. Thanatica's new work. You couldn't devise a better mission. Plague and epidemics like it are hurricanes of pain and death. Medicine must stop them. Exactly. You have in your hands modern equipment, modern understanding of the world. You know how tiny microbodies can undo thinking men. And maybe you alone can stop it. Not just me, but my experience will do a great deal of good. Then allow me to present to you one more pleasant little surprise. This time it wasn't only the Commission debating Thanatica's fate, but the Academic Council, yours. I hasten to give you the good news. They're prepared to grant you the title of Honorary Academian for your Gorkhan research and the discoveries to come, naturally. I'll consider it. Academian Dankovsky. Sounds pleasant, if you ask me. Very, if I may say, becoming on you. Oh, I fucking hate it since... We're being so polite, but it's like, it's not what I'm interested in. They've done a really good job. I like a little weakness with the previous games. This is just the part of me, it's like, I don't really give a fuck about Utopia. if no people don't survive to see it, which makes the like. But like, I like that he cares about Thanatica. That sort of helps me go, but actually I want to save the polyhedron. I would say all the best, but it isn't what I wish you.
I'll follow you through hell, but not high water. If it gets to high water, that's on you.
That's where I draw the line. Fucking, this water's way too high. I know you love dramatic gestures, Chief, but still, how did you manage to convince the committee? I saw the reports. Not only did they preserve us, they allocated additional funding.
Oh, yes. Cheap. Always. Same as always. I still love them, though.
They were ransacking the lab and threatened to evict us only yesterday. And today they're giving us money, huh? What did you do? Threaten them with a gun? Took their families hostage? Had to resort to low cunning. Technically, the committee got what they wanted. Thanatica is no more. But we'll continue our work. Wait, what do you mean? I'm not sure you. I mean, you personally, Seraphima, will appreciate it. I don't understand. I'm going to be frank with you, Chief. I believed in you, but I never expected this. When rumours of the epidemic arrived, I bet you'd research your mortal man, even under quarantine. But you beat the epidemic. You know me all too well. I did study the immortal man. Tried to, anyway. I simply missed something. I've already read your notes on the plague, how it contends with other infections, how it learns, transmitting data from one bacterium to another horizontally, learning to avoid immunity. Incredible! Surely this means a prize, a world prize, not a national one. This world prize belongs to my assistant, my latest... So this feels like something I could have missed as well. You mean the Jakob guy that worked with you at the hospital? Sad story, but ours is a risky vocation. So they want you to study infections now, is that it? You and us? Yes, such is the decision of the powers that be. Not our mission though, is it? Studying infections is important, I agree. Could save thousands of lives, but what about eternal life? Eternal life is a dream. It's hard for me to abandon it too. Perhaps one day we'll pick up where we left. I think it's for the best. Eternal life was always one step ahead of us. I'm not the type to lose my heart, even when I'm exhausted. Infectious diseases are tangible, especially the kind of foundation you have obtained in that poor town, Chief. I don't know. I need to think. I've always been loyal to Thanatica. I would go to prison for it, but this is no longer Thanatica. I understand if you choose to leave, Seraphima. I'm sorry too. Why did they make her so pretty? Would you even be able to continue without looking for immortality, Chief? I'm not abandoning the search, just delaying it. Aww. That's nice. There we go. An actual ending. Oh, somebody's playing Esoteric Ebb. I've been told good things about that. Maybe I'll take a look now that I've finished this. I'm not done, but as I said, I've got like I've got a schedule, and it was right at the top of it, and I'm gonna move it to the Forever games and the post credits. Which technically I was already in the post credits, but that wasn't an ending. So I was thinking about Aglaia. And reading what people were saying about her, and because she does just sort of fall in love with you in the second game, and people were saying that, like, you know, because she's a real person and she realised that you're the only person that can affect events in town. She was using you to get out of the town, and that's why she was suddenly like genre savvy. And yeah, sure, that might be true. But like, love is impetuous, and I don't know. I just really like that. Just in the middle of a story about something else, you can just have it go like romantic like that. It's really fun. Like in the same way I've said it before, but like I don't want a zombie apocalypse to happen in a zombie apocalypse film. I want to be watching EastEnders and suddenly a zombie apocalypse happens. You know what I mean? I want the genre change to be a surprise. And I know that's the plot of Till Dusk Till Dawn, possibly Sinners, but like, it's fun the other way around. I just wasn't expecting it. It had a really big impression with me in Pathologic 2, where I genuinely thought I was fucked. Like, I'd gotten nowhere with the research. I don't think I'd saved a single person. Like, I don't know how I won in the end, because it's like I did one quest and the game just handed me all the stuff. But before that, I just thought I was fucked. I hadn't killed a single person. Like, I hadn't been doing all the thing. So when it just gave me the option to run away with Aglaya, I was just like, there she is. I was just like, let's do it. Fuck her. Don't you have to save the children? I don't care. Let's go. And I was so sad when it's why I'm always like, Aglaya, my beloved. I haven't forgotten. Okay, this is all just the names.
Stop staring at me. Push over. Why so jittery, Dinkowski?
Thank you very much for watching. It's almost 2 AM. I should sleep. And frustratingly, I'm very tired. I'll get over it. I think it's just like tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. I've been the Johnstruct. I've been having a pathologic adventure. I might still just continue playing this, but like, I've earned a break. I was supposed to sleep like that. Thank you very much for watching. Farewell.